Okay, this episode is about camping in the COCONINO National Forest in Arizona. Um, this is near Flagstaff, that area of Arizona, near the Interstate 40. The rules basically in all your national forests is you can camp up to 2 weeks per month in any particular national forest, and then you have to move to another national forest. You could and then camp for another 2 weeks, so you can jump back and forth. The nice thing was one of my last videos was about KBAB National Forest in Arizona, and that actually is adjacent to Coconino. So you could stay at Coconino for 2 weeks and then literally just drive a couple miles and you're in KBAB, and that's totally legal. And you could camp there for another 2 weeks and then come back to Coconino if you wanted to. Anyway, I got a pretty nice site here. I'm not quite sure what this is, but it looks very old. There's pine trees growing up in it. But it's very old. I'd say this is about 20 years old at least. But somebody went to some effort here to make this fence. And my nearest camper is got to be about a mile away at least. So anyway, it's very nice. It's all ponderosa pines. Elevation here is 7,500 feet. So I've been having a hard time acclimating. I'm out of breath a lot because I came from Quartzsite, Arizona, which is only about 700 feet. So it'll take you probably a few weeks before, you get acclimated to the high altitudes here. There's still a drought going on in Arizona, and no campfires allowed in any of the national forests in Arizona. And no charcoal grills are allowed. You can cook outside with a propane stove or, a Coleman stove, something like that. But you can't cook with charcoal, which, I love cooking outside on a charcoal grill. But other things, now, when you're camping out in the national forest, it's remote camping. You have to get rid of your human waste, and they require it to be buried over 6 inches deep. So one thing you can do, I have as a backup, my RV has a regular, shower, toilet, sink, bathroom basically. So that's what I normally use. But as a backup, I also, some people don't have, those kind of conveniences. You can go to Walmart and buy a 5-gallon bucket, and they also sell in the camping section these lids that actually fit right snugly on to the rim, and you can do your dirty deed in there and then just dig a hole over 6 inches deep and pour it out in the hole and cover it. Do not line these with plastic bags and then put the plastic bag in the ground, because it's not biodegradable. So please don't do that. I've been on campsites and I found plastic bags eroding out and with people's, what in them. Just, it's just poop in the bucket and then pour it out into a hole, and that's totally fine. You don't have any type of hookups or anything. It's primitive camping. So if you have solar panels, that's good. I have another 600 watts up on top. Up there, I'm using the flexible solar panels, and I just tape them in place using a special RV tape. Another thing for off-gridding, what I made just from stuff I got at Walmart, was a filter system, water filter system. And you do have to buy these filters. These are called Berkey filters. You can research that online. And I put 2 of them into a stainless steel bucket that I got at Walmart really cheap. I think I might have paid $5 for this. And just you're gonna just drill a couple holes in the bottom of the stainless steel pot, wide enough so the bottom of the Berkey filter comes through, and then you're just gonna hold it in place with these wing nuts. And then I bought at Home Depot or Lowe's, whatever, some rubber hose, plastic hose. So basically that will be going into a bucket. You're just going to pour all your dirty water in here. So just say there are some springs out here. You just fill it up with your spring water or whatever. The Berkey filter will filter out all microbes, all bacteria, everything. I think that's each one of those can like filter about 20,000 gallons. So it's a lot. I put 2 in because you'll have more water coming out into your whatever you want it to drip into. Anyway, that's this episode. I've been out hiking. I just found this bottle. I don't know what looks like an old beer bottle, and it's got like a mountain range on there. I don't know if you can see it going around this section. Looks like mountains going around it. And on the top, it's got a cap. It still had the cap on it, and that also has like a mountain range symbol. So apparently some lumberjack years ago left it here out in the woods. I don't know, how old that is or what type of beer or soda or whatever it is. And anyway, that's that break there. I always orient these windbreaks north to south. So this way you have not only a windbreak, but you have shade. In the morning, on the west side of this windbreak, you have shade, and after 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon, you have shade on the east side. So I always put those up. That helps. There are hummingbirds out here. There are gray wolf. Matter of fact, there's a elk kill back here, and right like 50 feet behind where I'm camping, and it's recent, so I would say in the last 2 or 3 weeks, an elk was killed. And I was thinking black bear, but because some of the bones are broken, it takes an awful lot of power to break a leg bone, like that. But there are gray wolf out here too, and they would be capable breaking up these bones, and they're scattered all over. I'm finding them 100, 200 feet out. Anyway, that's this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. This is Eagle Eric signing off.